channel. So on my channel, I talk about all things family. Let's get into it, guys. I'm going to be talking to you about 3 tips that you need to know before going and applying for a home. All right. So first things first, your credit score. You want to know what your credit score is before even stepping foot into anyone's office to apply for a mortgage or to talk to a realtor. Okay? Now, I'm not talking about using Credit Karma because Credit Karma is not accurate, you guys. And if you're serious about your credit and buying a home or even repairing your credit, you want to have something more reliable. So one of the credit monitoring sites that I recommend is called IdentityIQ, which will be in the link below. You can get all 3 scores and all 3 full reports. Now, the reason why I recommend IdentityIQ is because not only do they have your score that's going to be a little bit closer to what they're going to pull, but it also tells you exactly is wrong with each and every account. So if you're kind of on the brink, your credit score is a little shaky, and you're looking to be able to fix it or do some type of disputing or DIYing for your credit, you definitely want to check out Identity IQ because it lets you know exactly what's on an account, and it makes it so much easier to dispute. Okay? Now, the recommended score, because I tell my clients I'm going to get you the highest score possible so that you get the best interest rate as possible. So I like to make sure that my clients have at least a 700 when going to purchase a home. Ideally, a 720, 730 is what I like them to leave my program with. But if you're in a rush to buy a home or you're looking and you just can't get it up to that 720 threshold, you only need a 620, you guys, to purchase a home, which is not bad and it's very, very doable. But you have to know what's going on with that score, which is why you need Identity IQ. All right? So the second thing that I would recommend you calculating and actually understanding is your debt to income ratio, also known as DTI. Now, the reason why DTI is important because DTI knocks a lot of people out the game when it comes to applying for a mortgage. A lot of people don't realize it, but it is one of the major criterias underneath a credit score that will determine if you qualify for that mortgage. Okay? Now, the way that DTI is calculated, what it does is pulls all the information from your credit report, meaning like if you have monthly payments going on, let's say you have like a car payment, you have maybe a couple of credit cards, you're paying your student loan, which will bring me to my next point. Then all of this information is then factored into what you're paying monthly according to what you're bringing in for your income. So you could calculate this yourself. All you would do is take those payments that you're paying on a monthly basis according to what your credit report states, and then factor it against what you're bringing in monthly. Okay? The recommended debt to income ratio score is 45%. Okay? Some loan products you can do 50, and in some cases lenders will allow you to do it with up to 50 or maybe even more depending on what type of product. But just to be safe, you want that debt to income ratio to be at a 45% or lower. Okay? Because if not, it could really, really knock you out and you would not be approved for the loan. And in order to get the right calculation for debt to income ratio, I'm going to link it in the show notes, but as well as that, you can also Google it. So just type in DTI ratio or DTI equation or a debt to income equation on Google, and it'll tell you how to go ahead and make that calculation, okay? And when you do that calculation, you want to make sure it's below 45%. Ideally. Now, 50%, like I said, you can still try to apply with 50%, but I would not recommend it because it's not a guarantee that you will get approved. Okay? So, which brings me to my next point about student loans. Student loans is my third point, which also knocks a lot of people out of the game when it comes to them being able to qualify for a home. And the reason why is because people are very misinformed about their student loans. Now, a lot of us have, hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loans, and we currently keep deferring them. Well, even though you're deferring those student loans, you still have to have some type of payment on those student loans. So even if your credit report states that they're deferred and you're not paying one red cent on them, the lender is still going to add all those balances up and take 1% of that total balance and calculate it with your DTI. So meaning if you owe $100,000 worth of student loans, 1% of that is $1,000, meaning that they're going to say that you're paying $1,000 per month to the student loan, in addition to all the other accounts that you have, the credit cards, the card note, and things like that. So you want to be prepared for that. If you have some credit card debts and things that you can pay off before going to apply because your debt to income ratio is a little bit higher, then try to get that paid off, if possible. But if you're confused about any of these, you can always talk to your mortgage loan originator, mortgage loan officer, and in some instances, realtors can help. Or you can reach out to me, of course. I'm more than willing to, consult you if you need help, if you're trying to buy a home. That's what I do. I'm a mortgage loan originator, and I'm also a credit consultant. All right. So those are my 3 tips, guys. 2020 is going to be a good year to buy. Home prices are expected to decrease a little bit. And so you want to be able to be ready for that. If you've been waiting to buy a home, you've been trying to get things together, 2020 is going to be the year to buy. Now, granted, there's not going to be a whole lot of inventory, which is a whole nother conversation. But if you're looking to buy, go ahead and get your coins ready and do the thing. All right. Now, I am, like I said, a credit consultant. So I do have credit clients. I do credit coaching, and I'm a mortgage loan originator. So I'm the one who would approve you for the home. So I know what I'm talking about, guys, when it comes to the information. So if you're going to be purchasing a home and you need some information, you definitely want to subscribe to my channel. Okay? Because I will be going over tons of things when it comes to your personal credit and home ownership. All right? So you guys can visit my website. I have a blog where I have plenty of things, plenty of information for you to help you on this journey. Because guess what? It's not easy. And I know it isn't, especially when you're not knowledgeable in this area. And so many people get taken advantage of just for the simple stuff that they do not know. Okay? So I want to do my best to try to help you and give you all the information that you need to make the best decision possible for you and your family when purchasing your home. Okay? So if you like this information, if you've learned something, please give me a thumbs up, you guys, and subscribe. All right? And if there's anything that you want to see in the future, any type of information or topics you would love for me to go over, leave a comment and I'll get back to you, okay? All right, guys. Thanks for watching.